Hey guys, Harsh here, and I'm coming at you with a couple of videos. They won't be uploaded back to back. They'll be about a day or so apart. But this first one, as the title will say, is my complete DC and DC and I guess any imprints I have of DC Comics. I do want to mention that this is recommended by a couple of people. The first is Harry Heck Jr. and the second is Clyde Lafferty. I hope I said your name right. So Clyde and Harry, this is for you guys. I hope you enjoy this. I know one of you had commented, I know you both said, damn, what a collection, basically, but one of you commented that it was a very serious collection and you're interested in what I have for DC. However, upon that, you honestly could go back and watch any of the DVD collection videos or the Blu-ray collection videos and you would know. But since you guys had requested it, I'm compiling them into one video. So, I will say right now, this is nowhere near a complete collection. I have very small intentions. If somebody could give me an accurate list of what's been released, because I know there's like 60 some things that I just went on Wikipedia, kind of did a quick look. I know there's several Superman shows that I don't own. I own like a couple of the animated shows. There are a ton of movies, especially for the DCAU, which I don't have a lot of those. I'm primarily a Batman fan of the DC, but I do have a couple of other things. So let's get started with my, well, I guess it's my messy hair. Alright, so first off, let's get a little closer. Alright, I kind of have it separated by DVDs and Blu-rays because I have my Marvel section, and then right below my Marvel section is the rest of my superhero / comic book collection, and that's where DC falls. So, and those are divided by Blu-ray and DVD and then alphabetized. So, but this first one in the DVD is Batman Year One. Sadly, I have not gotten around to it, so I do not have much to say. Then we have, this is, one second, I'm missing one video. Okay. That's weird. Oh, here they are. I moved them by accident. Very unorthodox. Okay, so we have to backtrack. Alright, we're like what, 3 minutes in? 3 minutes 40 seconds in, alright. So, up first is Batman the Mask of Phantasm. I have not opened up my DVD yet, but I've seen this on TV countless times. It's a great film. Go check it out. Joker's fun. The love interest is actually kind of interesting. So, second up is, I really love this incarnation of Batman. I know it's not traditional, and I think there's probably some good hate for it, but that is the Batman Beyond the Return of the Joker. I grew up watching this film a lot as a kid. I've probably seen it 30 some times in total. Now, maybe a little over exaggeration, but that would be my guess. I love the Joker in it. He's fun. I love Bruce Wayne and Terry McGinnis and their interaction between each other just in the film. Ace is great. The Joker and his gang itself, they feel threatening. So, up next is the Batman vs. Dracula. This is connected to the Batman series. I don't own the series, but I own this film because it's easier to own a film. I have a higher chance of watching. I'm sure I'll get to all the Batman stuff first. But overall, movie was, I remember liking it a lot the first time around, and that was a lot younger. And then I just watched it a year ago, and it was all right. I mean, it could have been better, but it was still kind of creepy. And I like the way the I guess there's no image on it. The way the Joker looks in this. Up next, as mentioned before, Batman Year One. Haven't seen it. Then we got Batman Under the Red Hood. A great story taking place under the Red Hood graphic novel. Definitely recommend it. It used to be on Netflix. You have 2 Robins in it. Nightwing and who's the other one? Oh, I don't want to read too much into this, but either way, there's 3 Robins into it. Nightwing is voiced by Neil Patrick Harris, NPH. Alright, the next 2 are Batman The Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and Part 2. Highly recommend this story. I prefer the second part over the first, but you know, I'll watch this one and then I'll get into this one instantly. Great story. Joker's threatening Superman. I like that fight. Hopefully it'll be done good in the live action film. So we got Son of Batman. Haven't watched it. And that is only Batman films on DVD. Up next we have 2 series. We have Batman the Animated Series Volume 1. Great show. I find the first volume more lackluster than the second, because it took me a while to get through that one, but I've really been enjoying watching the second volume. I know I watched the show as a kid, so it does hold up really well. It is the first in the Batman animated universe, or the DC comic animated universe, tying into Superman, the Justice League Unlimited, Static Shock, Zatanna, I believe is one. So hopefully, I don't know if they're all released on DVD, so, but I will find out. Then you have Batman the Animated Series Volume 3. Then you have The New Adventures of Batman and Robin, which is Volume 4. Then the next show has got to be one of my favorite. Once again, I really love this incarnation of Batman. That is Batman Beyond Season 1, or what is this? Yeah, Season 1, Season 2, and I haven't opened this up, Season 3. I really enjoy that show. I've seen it on Netflix. I absolutely adore it, and it sucks that the only way you can really end the series is by going into the Justice League show. So, what a bummer. Alright, coming at you, we are 8 minutes and 25 seconds. So up next is, once again, this probably is an imprint, so we have The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Oh man, I have such a hard time getting through that film. I don't know what it is about it, but it is just hard. I was not impressed, and I think this is Sean Connery's last film before he went into retirement, and then I think he's had one film like 6 or 7 years later after this, but that's not a good way to end a career. We have the ever so lackluster that people say is Man of Steel. Dead honest, this is probably my favorite Man of Steel or Superman film. There's a lot of aspects I enjoy out of it. I like the flashbacks, the action's fun. Granted, the action doesn't really happen until the end of the film, and it becomes a lot at that point. But if they would have spread it out amongst the whole film, I think it would have done a lot better. But that being said, I could still pop it in and watch it and enjoy it. I like the death scene, even though people hate on it. There's more. I've got a couple more thoughts on this in one of my collaborations with some of my YouTube friends here on Parker Smykel's first channel. So up next is The Return of Swamp Thing. I've seen those once actually, and I didn't even make it through it. I haven't watched the DVD of it, but keep hearing it ticking. Anyway, but overall, Swamp Thing is, or the Return of Swamp Thing is not that great of a film because I remember falling asleep to it. One second. Anyway, as I was saying, so Swamp Thing, Return of Swamp Thing is kind of a letdown. And I'd seen that one before I saw the first one, so. Alright, up next is, I have a better edition of this. Actually, I'm gonna, can you grab it? It's the silver, it's a big S, silver thing on the top shelf. Displaying. Anyway, while I have somebody grabbing that. So Superman is a whole bunch of other stuff. But real quick, this is the set. I'm pretty sure this is a bootleg. It didn't seem like it at first, but after so long, it does kind of skip. This has got a whole bunch of stuff in it. So, nice little set. Not going to get into it too much. But aside from this set, I have the Walmart one that you can find for like $15. This includes Superman, Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, Superman 3, Superman 4, Quest for Peace, and Superman Returns. So for the first film, Superman the movie, we have that's the disc. This is just a compilation of a bunch of the films. Good movie. Nice way to start the superhero boom. The second film, Richard Donner cut, I prefer the the actual cut, the first one. Even though this is the guy that directs the first one, I prefer the original cut, but oh well. I know people hate on it, but we got Superman 3. I enjoy it because I like Richard Pryor, so don't judge, don't hate. Then we have Superman 4, which is just laughable. So, not much to it. And then we have Superman Returns, which I think is just boring. So those are all the Superman live action films. But to be honest, I really don't care for Superman much to begin with. I just kind of find him a bit of a bore. Alright, up next, we have my Blu-rays. So, first we have I have the UK set of the Batman Anthology. We have the first one. So these are the discs. Batman is an iconic film. Joker is great, or Jack Nicholson as Joker is great. The second film, everybody loves Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, but dead honest, I don't care for her. So that's just me. Then we have the Batman 3 and 4, Forever and Robin. These are the discs. The third film, I find a lot of enjoyment out of Jim Carrey's The Riddler, because I like The Riddler, and I'm a sucker for him. But the fourth one, what else is there to say? I can at least sit through it though. To be dead honest, I can watch it, so. It is a terrible Batman film, but it's not the abomination of the earth. Anyway, continuing on, we have the Dark Knight trilogy. You look back at my first video on this channel, you'll see the old DVD copy. I gave that away. I've got the Blu-ray one here. Both editions come with a nice little book here that I've read a dozen times, and I had the DVD copy, but otherwise we have a nice, I have to be careful because this one disc likes to fall out, so I think we're good though. You have a nice little view of Batman, his cowl, and then the streets of Gotham, and the discs are not much special. However, I do have to say Batman Begins is a great way to start this series. I've enjoyed watching it a couple of times. Then we have The Dark Knight, which is everyone's very favorite superhero film, it seems. And I have to agree, it is an amazing and stellar movie. It looks great. It's what movies should be. And then the third one, I have a lot of disappointment because Batman's not in it much. So then again, I could be countering that when I say I like the Captain America 1990 film. in which Captain America's only in it, or he's only dressed as Captain America twice. So, but that's just me. Anyway, that is the Dark Knight trilogy. Bane is still good. I just wish there was more filling to the content. Up next we have the Green Lantern film. A very hated film, but as my uncle and I sat and watched this, we both kind of felt the same. It's not as terrible as everyone makes it out to be. Not that it's a great film. However, there was a lot of aspects that we enjoyed out of it. And we got here The Losers with Idris Elba and Chris Evans, and I don't know the rest of the people because I don't know why. Jeffrey Dan Morgan, Zoe Slanda, Columbus Short, Oscar Janetta, Jason Petrella. Who cares? Either way, this is a very, I'll be dead honest, this is a very generic film. There is not much to this film. What you see in this film was almost in every other 80s classic, or any action film. 80s, 90s, 2000s. Either way, I enjoy the movie a lot. It's very simple, easy to follow. There are some good lines. I like the guy with the sniper, and I like Chris Evans' character. Idris Elba's character is alright, and the other two or three, I mean, they're there. Then we got Swamp Thing. This is the Scream Factory, or Shout Factory, whatever it's called. This one's a Scream Factory release. Great film. I know people crap on it. I'm also a Wes Craven fan. I love his films. I'm always a sucker for them. Especially, I've become a sucker for My Soul to Take. So, but Swamp Thing, great story. Enjoyed it a lot. Then we have V for Vendetta. Surprisingly enough, this is a film I've been wanting to see very, very badly, but I never have time to see it. So maybe tonight I might watch it. That's V for Vendetta. And lastly, in this video, before I splice the two together, we have Watchmen Director's Cut. I know a lot of people kind of hate on this, it seems, because it doesn't match the graphic novel that it's based on. However, with that thought in mind, I still really enjoy this film, and it would definitely hit a top 10 R-rated films. Maybe if I redid my comic book films, this would appear. But this is definitely a film that I really, really like. I like the characters. And interestingly enough, I wanted to mention this. I have a hard time sitting through very, very long movies. Like Lord of the Rings, I've only seen the first two because I have a hard time sitting through the third one. And now it's been so long that I have to sit through the first two before I watch the third one. So I've never seen Titanic because I cannot sit through that. I mean, I've seen bits of it, but there's no way I can sit through that. But interestingly enough, I popped this in and I was engaged into the story the whole time. I didn't realize that 3 hours had passed. So it really felt like a 2-hour movie. So that's Watchmen Director's Cut. I enjoyed the film a lot. Definitely deserves more hype. So guys, that is my complete DC collection. Now I gotta splice part 1 and part 2 together so that we don't have to upload them separately. And stay tuned, or maybe I've already uploaded it depending on how I go about it. The top 5 Marvel, what do I call it? The top five underrated Marvel films. I guess that's what I'll call it. So until then, I'll see you guys next time. Adios.